like, I'm like, Jimmy Carter? She's like, yeah, I think Jimmy Carter's the one. And we're live.
Yeah, so I'm writing in Jimmy Carter.
Not a bad
He only got one term. So
yeah, I remember, again, being 100 years old. I remember when he was
You look
president. And thanks.
You don't
I'm
look a day
actually
over 99.
I'm actually 23. This is really bad.
Oh fuck. Okay.
I know.
Get that surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
Do all the
did.
things they
This
tell
is
you
with
to
the
do.
surgery.
Oh no, Chris.
I
Sue
know.
the doctor.
I know.
Right away, you've got a problem.
I killed him. It's fine. What?
Oh, okay, you're good.
Recording stopped. Speaking of recordings, are we being joined by our third
No.
chair? Oh, that's a shame. Good night, everybody.
Good night. It's been real.
Yeah,
That's
been
my
real.
fucking deal. It's been fun talking to you for 2 seconds.
It's been
See you
real.
later.
It's been fun, but it hasn't
It's
been
been
real
fun.
fun. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So what you got there, Jules?
It's a seltzer water. You were in the middle of saying something.
I was just curious what you were drinking. You just don't like to be acknowledged in any fashion until it's your idea?
If it's a can, it's a seltzer water.
You should know that, Chris. By
I
now.
should. You know what? You're right. Jules,
Sorry.
did you hear the stuff about Joylene asking, because we found out we had other things in common? She's like, am I married to Jules now? She got very confused.
Not that I know about.
There's still time. You might find out.
I don't know. Time travel, man.
Oh, my God. There was a female comedian, and it matters there was a female comedian, because she had a great...
I don't know.
She
That
had a great
doesn't
thrown-off joke, and she
sound
just
right.
said... I could see her in my head, but I can't remember her name. Very pretty, dark curly hair, like 70s, 80s. Damn it. But she had a great line. She was one of those great, like, just tossed off lines comedians. And she said, I don't have any kids, well, that I know of. And I thought that was an amazing joke.
Yeah, that's funny when a woman says that because
I
they
know.
know. They know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of have to. It's non-negotiable. No.
Comedy's so much better when you explain it.
Yeah, it's good.
Isn't it just?
Yeah. If it needs to come with like a preamble or a postamble,
It's so much
really
better
great
that
joke,
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most
So-
of my favorite comedy comes with pop-up video remarks at the bottom. Remember pop-up video on?
Do I ever?
On
Again,
VH1?
100 years old.
Yeah.
I remember when VH1 and MTV started.
Is VH1 still a thing? It seems like that would be
Allegedly.
obsolete now. What would they even be
Allegedly.
doing? Because like I guess maybe they do like the sleazy reality shows, and then MTV just does ridiculousness, and the other one,
That's
the
literally
Impractical
the show.
Jokers. Yeah,
Are they on there? Is that where they
I forgot
reside?
about that show.
those are both on MTV, and that's literally like 85% of their programming. Is
That's
those
like
wow.
Comedy
two
Central with
shows.
The Office.
You don't like The Office because
No.
you're racist against fake documentaries.
I'm racist against Steve Carell.
As long as you're not
I-
a gaming racist, that's
That's right.
really.
This is important, Chris.
What's
Don't
a
cross
gaming
over the
racist?
threshold.
If Rowan was
Don't do
here,
it.
if Roland was here, he would know exactly the reference we are talking about. But fuck you, you're not him. You're not my real dad.
I know. And
Although
I am not-
canonically in the VOM, which this is a spin-off of, you are
Yeah.
my dad.
much like Rob is mine.
Rob's my grandpa. He's
Yeah.
my pap. He's my pop pop.
Pop
He's my
pop.
pep pep. Hey, come on, pop pop. Have you seen that the pirate show? Our Flag Means Death.
I watched. I want to say I watched the first season. It was all right.
I think the second season is an improvement. Anyway, there's this bit where Taika Waititi, who plays Blackbeard, which is just
Right.
great, brilliant. He can play anybody: Blackbeard, Hitler, a big rock man. He's versatile.
As long as they all have a New Zealand accent.
Yeah, he doesn't really do accents. But
I like that he doesn't try.
No,
I think
it's
that's
great.
better. Like
Yeah.
I hate that
It is
Clive
better.
Owen tries to do an American accent and sort of does it.
like how what's his name?
Liam Neeson.
No,
Yes,
he tries.
yes.
Sean Connery.
No, he never tried.
He never tried. Sean Connery never tried. And I love that. I don't like that he was more violent towards women than his movie characters.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that.
Apparently, he was using a little too much of his own personal history in his work.
Apparently, and we've lost Rebecca.
What did you do?
Makes
Jesus
sense.
Christ, Kimmy.
You've been
I
here
guess-
more time than I have, so.
I was just pulling a Jules, disappearing and then coming back and saying rapist.
Sorry for the bark.
No one, none of the nobody watching right now was privy to that. So
I had, but they could go back and do things.
into what?
I don't know.
That was
There
before we started streaming.
There was a
Okay, good.
book
talk.
face. Yeah, I thought it was great. I just wanted to say it so I didn't forget it because it was a Roland reference.
Sammy, come here.
I had like I want to say it's like 3 years ago or whenever from the VOM, and the post was I had my laugh referred to as a sad trombone by Rowan on the VOM today.
Wow.
And I'm in less of a sad trombone mood because I got a nap, so I'm less cranky.
Me too. I slept
Jealous
most
guys,
of
I did
today.
not get a nap.
You didn't nap, so that's why, like this.
That was him. I didn't tell him to say that.
That was me.
Good job
If you
saying
can't-
that.
You didn't have a
Thanks.
sidebar conversation telling him to make me feel demeaned.
Yeah. No.
No,
it's-
I mean,
yeah.
demean seems strong. I
Hey, I took
Hey.
it as violence.
hey, I'm here to tell you how you feel because obviously you don't know.
I mean,
so
go
let
ahead
me
and
take it.
mansplain my emotions. I really
We
love
had
that.
we had a guy come in to put in our oven, a new oven. We had like a power surge and lost a bunch of shit.
Ah, yes.
And we got the oven replaced. And there's this gigantic guy, and he comes in, and Joylene's like, I don't think I've ever felt more mansplained. I'm like, yeah, I just tuned the guy out after like a minute and a half. He's just going and going. He's like, it's easy to do this electrical thing. And he's looking at me, and I'm like, are you talking to me? He's like, yeah. And I said, talk to her. I don't do that shit. Like, I had to do that when we went to look at the ovens, and the guy behind the counter started talking to me, and I said, don't talk to me, talk to her. Like, I don't know what the fuck
Not
you're
your
talking
deal.
about, and I don't want to know. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I love how you're also just like steeped in general like desired ignorance over it. You're like, don't even try to explain it to me. Like, no,
Yeah, I don't
just-
feel bad. Like, at this point, like, the feeling bad about that stuff, it was going to happen, would have been decades ago.
Yeah, the
You know,
ship has
it's
sailed.
like, yeah, it's like, no, I don't. Not to make another Roland reference, Jules, but he's like, somebody started to ask me a technical question on the VOM, and I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, exactly. And Rowan's like Chris has a lot of, a lot of things to recommend him, but technical expertise is not one of them. Like you said in a very nice way, not in the sniper way, not in. I had been
Hang on, I gotta
done.
get eyes on my dog. I don't know what she's doing.
Do we have eyes on the dog? Do we have
Okay,
eyes on the
we
dog?
have eyes on the dog. She's licking her Kong. All right.
This
This
is
is her
Dog Copter
1.5
1.
days in this apartment, so I'm trying to make sure
How's she
doesn't
doing
creep
with
me out.
the apartment?
Doing pretty good. Apparently, when I was gone, I went to have wine and food with a friend, and a picture fell off my wall, and then she was like barking and crying. And so my neighbor texted me, be like, "Your dog's barking and crying." But I
That was
was
nice of your
so
neighbor.
relieved that when I got home, she was completely silent. So I suspect it was just when the picture fell, she started going crazy because she was scared because she was in the room behind it. But other than that, she's doing good. We did a lot of walking today. I think she's thoroughly exhausted, which is the best state for her to be in when she's feeling stressed. So yeah, she's doing okay. I think she's just sort of like confused and a bit like weirded out that like why is there only you here, and like what is this place that you are in now? But it's going good. You can see her in the background. She's making some mayhem in my room.
Hello, dog. You can't hear me.
Hello. She's
Hello,
okay.
dog. Hi there,
Dick.
dog.
She's very
dog.
cute. She's
You a
just
dog?
sitting there being
Hey
sweetheart.
there, dog. How you going? How's
Hey,
it going,
go,
mate?
dog.
Hey, man.
Dog. Hey,
How's it going?
Hey.
All right. Hey there, Pop Pop. Anyway, that's a thing Taika Waititi says in season 2 of Our Flag Means Death. He takes on the persona of a humble fisherman and
There was
keeps calling
there,
the guy Pop Pop. Hey, come on, pup.
There was a when I had the Twitch app for a hot minute. There's a musician on there I was following, and she wrote a song about that show. It's a good song.
Gay pirates.
Yeah. It was a good song. But why can't I remember her name?
Yeah.
Not great with names.
Yeah. Allie Gertz.
No, Emily. What?
Heller? Emily Heller. She's a writer.
No, that's a writer and comedian.
Yeah.
Female comedian.
Oh, comedian. Oh, well, now I know it's a woman. So.
Good thing you clarified.
Oh, was it a doctor or a doctor? Was it a doctor or a
Doctress.
doctress? Oh, yes.
Missy?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Missy just popped up. We did.
Oh,
listen-
you're moving fast.
No. No, the anniversary of Missy just popped up on a thing. No, we're
Oh,
still,
okay.
Yeah, we're still Matt Smith. He just saw River for. Rebecca, do you Doctor Who at
No.
all? No, not
I
your thing.
haven't.
It's-
There's still
it's
time,
fine.
but not yet.
Or not. I think it's a wonderful
not?
show, but I can understand not liking it.
Yeah. There's a
My
lot
fav-
to love, and there's a lot to
There are issues, yeah.
skip.
Their thing. Yes. Well, I think.
Well, you can give me the Cliff Notes version. And
I
then
think
I'll
He's a
decide.
madman
made
in a
too many
box.
yeah.
And a lot of the times he picks up a human companion that run around
And
with them
ruins
through,
their lives.
through space and time, and usually ruins their lives. And
Yeah.
once has the person quit of their own volition, they usually die or get shunted off into a parallel dimension
Yeah,
or
but
die in
luckily-
a different way, or
Luckily,
sort of
she ended
die
up with
then
the
they go
one
back
other
in
black
time.
person on the show.
Oh, Rusty Davies.
Oh man.
But I'm
He's
glad
trying.
I'm glad he's back though, for real.
He's trying.
Black Doctor, that's him, and
Yeah.
he's beautiful.
He's so
and his
good.
ass won't quit.
Yeah.
Look,
He is a-
straight as an arrow for the
I
most
mean,
part.
that's what you need from all doctors.
But well, I mean, look, you go from skinny British man to skinny British man for
They
like
really did. Scottish.
12
No, they
times.
Scottished.
They got a couple Scottishes in there.
They Scots.
They Scots. They got a little Scotch on them.
But,
speaking of,
But Amy and Eleven didn't get to be together. They didn't get to be.
well,
Scots
he wasn't.
together.
He had. I think the Rebecca, please be
10,
quiet.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
could you keep it down?
10 did get to be with
Yeah,
her.
you're right. I flipped.
But that's
my,
a different one. Okay, so Rebecca, also one of the companions that got shunted off to a parallel universe, also ended up with a copy of the Doctor that grew out of his hand that got cut off.
That is a true story.
Oh, interesting.
In that story,
Yeah.
any stories can be true.
Yeah. And then that was used as a loophole to reset all of the Doctor's regenerations. Oh, also the Doctor regenerates, which is why the Doctor has been played by like 17 different actors.
Yes, we were listening to the Big Finish thing, which this is getting deep in the weeds.
Paul
It's,
McGann
the
has
guy-
served as the Doctor the longest.
more than anybody,
More than
The
anyone else.
They tried to make a '90s American movie that was going to be a backdoor pilot
Yeah.
into
Oh, nice.
having more
hey,
Doctor Who.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey now. Come on. Hey. Come on. Hey, I know a couple backdoor pilots.
I'll say.
I've been to a lot of airports.
Is
Okay.
that a euphemism? So
No, it's for butt
literally.
sex.
You've traveled by plane.
Yeah, and I went in the back door, and then
and
we
did
had
butt,
sex.
and did
we
butt
had,
stuff.
We
yeah.
had sex
I
in the
got you.
butt.
I know.
yeah.
I got you. Yeah. No, I got it.
We had sex
Yeah.
in the butt.
No, I got it.
Really needed
And
clarification.
apparently so did
That
you.
was really good that you did that.
Nice.
So
Anyway, Doctor Who. There was a
Yeah.
movie, a TV
There was a
movie
movie.
in
They tried.
1996. They canceled the show in 1989, and then
Mm-hmm.
there was outcry from one of the people who ended up being the showrunner,
That's
and then
right.
kind of ruining the show a little bit. A little bit. Then the guy after him ruined it a lot more.
it's
so
a
he looks
savable
great
show
by
though.
comparison.
Like they get another chance.
They saved
bring
it.
in another person.
I know
Oh,
people
but,
are upset that it's woke now because woman and now black, but they got their fucking David Tennant.
But-
Also, just watch the old shit. Just shut up. Shut up and dribble.
Is this basketball related,
I don't know. Everybody's
or
LeBron James to me.
like people who are too dumb and go blah, blah, blah. Like, I just want to know which way you're going. Oh
no, it's
the-
it's what people say
Sammy knew.
to
shut up and sing. Yeah,
to yeah to anybody voicing an opinion outside of their
outside.
Their
of the room.
profession. See what you did?
So do you think she can still hear us?
Yes.
I can still hear you.
Oh, I'm
No.
sorry.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
God.
I wish you'd missed that. No, all I was saying is after the show stopped and before
Yeah.
they redid things. How many more shirts? Before
5. Exactly 5.
just out of curiosity,
As you get to know me, you
It's
learn
like,
there's always
careful.
at least 3, maybe
It's
4
layers.
going on.
careful,
Layers.
yeah, and again, also bringing out the shoulders just so we know.
So you
Keep
know,
it
not
respectful in the
Aaron,
stories.
That's
Yeah.
right, yeah. You keep yourself on your
You could be
toes.
challenged to a chin-up competition at any moment. I understand. No, the Big Finish stuff.
Yes.
All that matters about it is they in between the TV show and then the movie and then them bringing it back in 05, 06,
05,
they
yeah.
did a bunch of audio adventures.
Yeah.
And they're still doing them.
They're still
and the
doing
one I
them.
listened to had 4 of the guys who have played the Doctor on it, and
Yeah.
it was okay. Parts of it were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And parts of it were like, you really could have taken a little more time with this. Like, somebody had a
That's-
deadline.
But
Yeah,
that's
I know.
Doctor Who.
Well, that's the thing with Doctor Who. Your thing, like, there's a lot of great
Yeah.
stuff and a lot not. It's like, it's TV show. They have too many episodes.
Yeah,
You know?
especially the early ones. Like the first run from 62 or 63
Oh,
to
I was just talking New Who.
89.
I was
yeah,
talking New Who.
New Who they see they
New
would
Who.
do no. They would do
Harsh but fair.
they would it would be every day for 4 days every
That's
week.
right.
So, they would have
we
these
watched
these
some of those.
It was like soap opera stuff.
It really, yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
had that feeling. And the weird kinescope of it.
Yeah, and it looked like shit. Like if you
Oh, yeah. Well,
one of
can
the
it-
things you'll hear referenced about Doctor Who is the shitty special effects and
So
like the paper mache
shitty.
stuff. Like they fucking put a plunger on one of their villains, and now it's like
No,
their
their
most iconic
greatest villain.
It's their
His-
It's the greatest foe of
The
the
Daleks.
Time Lords.
Yeah.
And then there is a bit though where David Tennant's like as the 14th Doctor, he goes back in time and
Yeah.
like to fuck with the Daleks, like he replaces their other gun
Is that
with
the
a plunger.
Children in Need thing?
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't gotten
And
to watch it yet. I have
and
it
I think
sitting
like
on
a
my
couple
YouTube
of those are
queue.
canonical, which is pretty.
So
fun.
anyway, that's our time, folks. Have a
Okay.
good night.
All right.
I understand some shit's
That's
happened.
good. I mean, Rebecca, you talked a bit much. Maybe next time you'll.
You could have brought it down.
I'll learn next time to
A little
be
bit.
polite
That'll
and
learn you.
A better polite guest. I'm
So,
sorry.
if I may, before we fuck off into the night,
Indeed, you can't.
hey, don't we have one more our closing segment that we talked about on the phone that I can't remember the name of? At some point, we have to do that.
Is it
Maybe
new?
at the we talked about it on the phone.
Yeah, but like if it's not in the hopper here, I'm not going to be able to remember what it was.
We're gonna fuck off or something like that. I can't remember. We sang it to each other. It was nice. We got to record the phone calls.
I wish
So
I'd been on the phone calls.
let's just. I got a couple buddies down at the Pentagon, so we could just like get the NSA in on this, and then
it's only a matter of time. At the risk of repeating ourselves, there is a segment that we often do on this show to greater effect maybe than we did last week with our guest. But Rebecca, if you're up for it, we would like a second shot at
he
What's
would
Your
like
Fucking
it.
Deal.
I know how it's gonna go, but he would
Yeah,
would like it.
You may have the information, but for all of the no one listening,
No, I mean I know how it's gonna go because we're still here.
God. You know,
Yeah.
I've been thinking all day about what my fucking deal is, just in case you ask me the question again. It's
Good.
been haunting me.
Oh,
'cause
shit.
I don't,
that's the right
I
answer.
don't know what my fucking deal is.
What's your
Yeah, I
origin
just
story
don't
then?
know. My origin story in what
Yeah.
way? I have a lot of origin stories.
In whatever way you choose to take it, how did you come to music? How long have you been? We'll stick to music. How did you come
Okay,
to
fair.
music? How long have you been musicking? Where did you first music? What made you music more?
Is
how long
this
have
music?
You been, is this
Now
music?
that's what I call music.
Now
Okay, there's
that's
a lot
what
of-
I call
there's
shitty
a
Please
lot
don't
to unpack.
stop
I
the
will do my
music.
best.
I'm sorry about your
Please.
vest. What?
Please don't stop. Please don't stop.
Please
stop the
don't.
music.
Please don't stop the music. Michael Jackson. That song was written for Michael Jackson, and then Rihanna took it.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was written by him, for him,
because of him.
through him, within him. And then he just gave it away. Also, the Justin Timberlake, great segment, Rebecca. You did a good job.
Thank you. I
Also,
really
the Justin Timberlake's first and best album, Justified, was written for Michael Jackson,
Oh, interesting.
which is why it sounds good.
Yeah, it's
He just got like Timbaland to produce on it instead of like Quincy or Michael or
But
whoever.
that doesn't
would've done it.
have Sexy Back on it, does it? Or does it?
No, that's his second one. His second one is
Such a good
very
single.
Yeah.
I don't know the rest of the album, but that single,
every
the
song
heel
is
turn-
like 7
yeah.
minutes long.
It could have been a great heel turn. It could have been, where he basically goes out, he has a press conference, he comes out in a tie, it says, "I am Justin Timberlake and I will fuck your girl." Because that's what the song's about. It's an amazing heel turn song.
I thought it was just about how he was bringing.
Nope. Listen to the rest of it. Like, it's
I'd
like-
rather not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, don't.
Okay.
So,
Anyway,
Rebecca,
Rebecca.
musicking. Yeah,
hi.
Hi.
we did it
Hi
again.
there.
Sorry.
Didn't see you there. Oops.
I mean, no one does. Like, I've definitely been standing in places like at jobs I used to have where people are like talking, they turn and like, "Oh, you're here." Like, yeah, I've been here like for 40 minutes.
Don't call it a
I'm-
comeback.
I'm just so.
She's
quiet.
been here for years.
I have been. I mean, you've actually never not had an episode where I'm lurking in the background.
Oh shit.
What? Now you
I'm
have to
just-
go back and retcon her into every episode.
Yeah. I'll get right on that.
I'm
I
sure he's
don't
going to do
believe
that
you.
tonight after you get off
Yeah,
the stream.
no.
Guys, God, no, he's gonna log off now to go do
I
it.
mean, when Jules has something he wants to do, you can't stop him.
Oh yeah, hold on. I
Can't
gotta,
stop. Hashtag can't stop. Should stop.
Hold on, gotta go.
That's right.
And he's gone.
He's gone. He's gone.
I wish that
He's
didn't
just
make
so
me laugh,
industrious. What
but
can
it
you
does.
do?
Can't stop. Should stop. Mm-hmm. There it is.
Yep.
There it is. So I do remember getting to ask you a few questions about your music on Vom, and for whatever
Yeah.
reason that conflated with you having been on here before last time. And time has no meaning, and my memory is
It
fucked.
sure
So
doesn't.
apologies. But I am curious insofar as you would like to talk about your musicking. If you are feeling music talky, then I'm curious.
Talk about your
Pop
music.
music.
I can. I am glad you are curious. I've had at least 2 glasses of wine, so I have plenty to say.
Fuck yeah. I gotta catch up.
Yeah.
I got.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I have my.
And actually,
You
I
have your
have
super stout.
more
I
that
do.
I'm working on. So
I was given. I hadn't like regular boozed in a while because I had to stop for like 4
I
months
need some of
because
that.
The Kennedy Center.
Oh,
And I have my
nice.
Kennedy Center glass. I should put some whiskey in it.
don't have a Kennedy
just
Center
to
glass.
copy you.
Well, you didn't come see Sarah Bareilles with us, so.
That's right.
Did you guys go together?
Yeah, she
Aw.
like treated me to it. It was very nice because she knew that I wanted to go and that I probably wouldn't.
How did he deal with being treated well?
I tried
Just out
to.
of curiosity.
I tried for like a week, the week
He tried
surrounding
not
the
to
show,
hate me
to pay her
for
to
it.
pay her back.
He did. He did.
Tried to give her money or do something, and she's like, "No, it's a gift." I'm like, I don't understand this.
I don't accept it.
I don't know
accept
what's
it.
happening right now.
He tried
He's
to.
still struggling with it to this day.
I'm fucking. I'm
Man,
I'm
I
really
sent
busted
him an
up.
action figure, and he was trying to like give a video game to my kid to make up for it. He's like, because you did this. I'm like, you don't have to. It's not like an exchange thing.
Yes,
I
it is.
just
It's
wanted-
transactional, and I owe you now. And you can't have anything over me, otherwise, the terrorists win.
Oh.
The devil terrorists win.
Devil terrorists. The devil terriers. Wait, no, what?
Here she is. She's come for you, the devil
She has a
terrier.
ball.
She has a ball. She loves her tennis ball so much. Sometimes she'll sleep with this ball in her mouth. She just loves it so much. You love it. Yeah. You want to come say hi? Come. Okay.
Oh,
You know, as a rule, I don't normally like animals, but this one seems all right.
she's a
She's
sweetie.
very, very sweet.
We have
Look
a
at her
dog and
little
a
face.
cat. Because I love my children, and they're like, so you love the animals too, and I'm like, guys, it's not algebra. It doesn't work that way.
There's not a transitive property. here,
Exactly.
yeah.
There's not love is not a transitive property. It's like I love you, therefore I tolerate the animals. You know,
Yes, exactly.
I really would like to be left alone on a park bench, but I went and met my favorite person. We got married, and We had
Gross.
kids later. I know. She was. Did my phone go off again?
No
I'm
homo,
so sorry.
dog. No homo, dude.
I
Chill with
want,
that.
I want that for my ringtone. Is that bad? Is that,
There is in Community, Ken Jeong, his character, would do that. He would just go, gay.
That's,
And then
gotta rewatch that.
And then it turns out he's gay. That's like a confession in the
That's
last
a good
episode.
save.
And it's
That's a
great.
really good
and
save on the
it
show.
makes it upon a rewatch, like watch the first season because he has a wife in the first season, and it's like there's no way that's his wife. Not for real. Not in any real meaningful way. And
that's why.
and that's why he's gay. Speaking of gay, Rebecca, you were just talking about your gay ass music.
Hey, indeed, I was.
Oh,
I'm so
okay.
glad that you
Yes, Ann.
correctly pinned my genre as
Yeah.
gay ass music.
Gay ass.
Like that's what I put on my website. Like,
I write
here's some
I write gay ass music.
Yeah, so there you go.
Chris, you only write straight music for chads.
Chads?
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the internet. It's bad.
Yeah, stay very far away.
One day I said the least convincing of my heterosexuality thing ever, and Joylene almost fell on the ground laughing. I looked at my phone and actually said, "Oh shit, Kylie Minogue is doing a Las Vegas residency."
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know.
Star of Doctor Who, Kylie Minogue.
Al Kylie. Al Kylie. I love Kylie Minogue. I really do.
Rebecca, do you love
without-
Kylie Minogue? Who are your influences?
Kylie
Nice,
Minogue,
Jules.
obviously.
a clink.
Hosting. We're gonna interrupt you in like 30 seconds. So
Sorry about that. But I actually feel bad about it. He doesn't feel bad.
He said interruptingly.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let me just keep interrupting you to tell you how bad I
Oh my
feel
God!
interrupting you.
Interruptingly. He interruptingly. So as you were saying, the door is
Ghost.
opening behind you. Oh my God!
Ghost. It's All Saints Day month.
Damon.
That's also a community joke. It's very
You
good.
do know
It's a
the
very
door
good
is
joke.
open behind you now, right? We're not
Yeah,
kidding.
she can see her.
No, you're
her-
talking about me? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Door,
Oh, yeah.
door's
No,
open.
oh, this door. Oh, yeah. That
No.
other door.
The door directly behind you. Nope.
That one right there.
That one right there.
Yeah, that one. She nudged it with her nose, but now she's here by my feet, so I feel confident.
Because
just
she
don't wanna-
never did it.
That's right. I don't want her to go through the door that's over yonder, over there, because then I can't see her and see what she's doing. So she might be eating my ballet shoes. She really likes to eat my ballet shoes and like take them into all places of the house and like hide them. So randomly I'll see like a ballet shoe in the corner. And this is a much smaller house than I have lived in for recent times, but she still has managed to already like find my ballet shoe, take it off the shelf and hide it somewhere.
Why don't you buy her ballet shoes and then just put yours like in a drawer or a safe?
She'd probably still find mine because she's just that obsessed with like taking my shoes, my ballet
Yeah.
shoes. It's like, yeah, I don't know what it is about them, but it's like she's very attracted to them.
Huh.
Shoes taste good.
I guess so, but these ones must taste excellent because it doesn't matter. Like I've gone through many pairs over the years, and like every time there's another pair of ballet shoes, she's on it like a hawk.
Our asshole dog loves vegan leather. And I had.
He's on a plant-based diet.
Exactly. All right, I would never do that to a dog. That's just shitty.
No, it's animal abuse. Don't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. And honestly, one of the people in my house eats meat because he's 14. You know, he's like, "Oh, meat." I'm like, I give a shit. Go ahead. I don't care. I'm just not gonna make it for you. But I don't eat meat. And now everybody knows.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
because you
your big
told
secret's
us.
out.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine. I had a friend of mine. This was back when I didn't eat any animal stuff, and I said something. I'd known him for 6-8 months when we lived in here. We played shows together, and I went to order food. He's like, "You're getting that?" He's like, "Yeah, they have some vegan stuff." And he went, "I didn't know you were vegan," and I'm like, "I don't tend to bring it up." And he's like, that's not how it usually works. He's like, that's not the vegans I know. I'm like, well, the vegans you know are assholes. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I could give a shit. I happen to prefer, like, vegan shoes because I just don't like the smell of, like, regular leather. But, you know. I don't know.
I'm the
Oh,
opposite.
because Asshole Dog chewed up, like, 2 pairs of shoes that I really liked, and then they stopped making them. I'm like, you
Of course they
motherfucker.
did. It was probably like a coordinated effort between Asshole Dog and shoe provider to be like, how can we make Chris
Yeah.
suffer the most? We're just
Yeah,
gonna, like,
manufacture-
You know, I
Scarcity.
was saying.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
It's
Finally,
this is how
somebody
this
the
else
deep
sees
state.
it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So,
Rebecca, music.
Music, quick.
Ever heard of
I
it?
better- No.
Okay.
Well, let
Just
us
hearing about
explain
for
it
the
to
first
you.
time. Can you please mansplain me music?
Well, actually, music was invented by the Romans.
If only they had a way to put it down on paper.
Oh, yes. Actually, music didn't start until people had traditional Western values.
Yeah, that's when it
and,
counts. We had a
yeah.
segment for a hot minute where it was just Chris invents shit that already exists.
Oh, yeah, I still have that.
Like I had a looper. I got a looper, and I'm using the looper, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. It'd be nice if there was a way to like do a longer thing and then put layers over that thing. And I'm like, oh, you mean multi-track recording, stupid? Yeah, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. I did it with the UV protection on sunglasses and windshields too. But that at least was like, an idea that like maybe you don't think of all the time, but like for
I think about it all the time.
well, I know
It's all
that
he
hence
thinks
the
about.
It's all I
hence
think
the
about.
sunglasses.
Like whenever
It's really
I try to have
difficult.
a conversation with him, he's just
I
bringing it
drift
back to me.
off.
He's like
Yeah, I
UV,
mean,
UV, 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 UV.
It's
UV,
really
UV,
hard to
UV,
have a
UV.
conversation with Jules because he's so obsessed with the subject.
You're not wrong. You could have just stopped at with Jules.
You're not wrong.
What's your fucking deal? Yes, please, and thank you. Would you mind
welcome.
talking about musicking?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
When'd you start?
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
start.
How'd you come to it?
How
did I
did
come
you
to
come
it?
around? How did you come around?
Oh, Shelley, come on, Shelley. So tell me how you came about music. I'm Jiminy Glick.
I had to stop watching Only Murders because it's so inconsistent. The tone was irritating me.
Oh, I don't
But-
care at all. I just
Hey,
I turn
thought
it,
you don't
I turn
care
it on
about
for,
my opinion
for
on
pop. I turn
something?
it on as a
That's
popcorn
hurtful.
watch.
That's fucking hurt. Do you believe this guy? So,
Yeah.
Anyway, I wish he'd stop interrupting you about music. So, how did
Hey,
you start
Chris, could
musicking?
you just
Jules?
stop a second, please?
Yeah,
Rebecca, could you could
Jules,
you
what did you want me to stop? Jules?
Oh, sorry. Hold on, Rebecca,
Jules?
just a
Yeah,
second. Hey,
Jules?
Chris. Yeah,
Jules.
Could I see you? Can I see you
Which-
down,
where did you want to meet?
down there for a second? Just actually, like maybe over to the side. Yeah. No. Where you were? Yeah. Over there. Yeah. Let's just. Hey, Chris. So.
Yeah, man. What's up?
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, I think it's going real well. I think Rebecca's having a great time. What do you think?
That's all
Yeah.
I'm doing. I'm just
yeah.
over here to say like
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
up the good work, dude.
Hey, thanks, man.
You're firing on all cylinders.
Appreciate it.
I'm not
Oh.
taking it as a sign that she just walked away. again.
Absolutely not. She's having such a good time. She had to go
Keeps
collect
doing it.
herself.
And now she's peeing, I think, in a cup.
I don't know. I think that's what the door is
Yes,
back there
yes,
for.
I'm definitely peeing.
Oh shit! Oh, she can hear us. Oh, dip.
Aw, dip.
Anyway,
Evil Jedi.
when'd you start? What'd you do? What have you done?
What did you do?
These are so many questions.
The
guys.
fuck did you do?
Yeah, and you're having a hard time answering them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's really suspicious. Like, am I even a person? Am I? Do
pretty
I do
sus.
music?
I
don't know.
mean, what
Your
did
question, not mine,
I
but
did.
Time will
Why
only
did
tell.
you?
also my question.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
How old
So-
were you?
How old was I? I was probably like very like 3, 4.
Oh.
Because my mom is an opera singer, and so I was always singing from a young age and hearing her sing. So yeah, pretty much I was singing from like forever. And then I started playing instruments when I was in 1st grade. I really wanted to play the flute, but they told me I was too small, which was, I don't know why they said that, because I was not a midget. I could like breathe and do stuff that you need to do for the flute. But they funneled me towards the piano, so I started playing the piano in 1st grade, and that sort of like what I always stuck with.
Like lessony piano or
Lessony piano. So I grew up playing like classical music and competing in whatever things. I used to have to memorize like hour-long programs and just like play them. And I did
A
that
piano.
for a piano. and I kept singing and stuff. I was in like little plays and such when I was a kid. I started actually like really annoying my piano teacher. She used to get so mad at me because I would sing with all the scales that I was supposed to practice, and she's like, "Stop singing with the scales. You're not supposed to sing with the scales." But that was like always my favorite thing to do, was just like sit there and sing along with all the exercises I had to do. And I started improvising on the classical pieces that she would give me, and she also did not like that. She was very not impressed by my like general
goodness.
vibe.
I'm not a big fan of this teacher.
Yeah,
Just
well, and
as
it's funny because like literally everyone
What is
else
that,
that's ever
creativity?
told that too is like, that's amazing that you did that. And I'm like, yeah, I know, because it was
Right.
so much
That's
fun.
awesome.
You nurture that muscle. You don't stifle it. That's
Yeah.
wild. That is someone who maybe shouldn't be a teacher.
yeah,
Yeah,
that.
so she was
yeah.
basically trying to bring me down, but somehow
Yeah.
I survived her critiques and started writing. I was always writing like poetry and stuff as a kid and stories, so I started writing like actual songs when I was in
When
middle
did
school.
when did the frisson happen? When did words and music start getting smooshed
Probably
together?
when I was in like 4th or 5th grade.
Fuck, dude.
I started writing stuff, and yeah, and then like, I guess I just continued doing that, and
You went to school for it.
I
Yeah?
did go to school for it several times.
Hey, same page club.
Yeah, like I started, well, first I went to a college I hated, and then I was like, fuck this, I can't be here anymore. And then I went to Berkeley, and I was having a great time, except I was like at a really bad point in my life, so I stayed there for a couple of years and left and moved to California thinking...
I'm sorry, going back.
Berkeley College of Music in Boston.
Oh, no.
Boston with 2 E's.
Thank you
yeah.
for Rebecca
The
explaining that
EE,
for me.
The EE Berkeley.
But
The one that
'cause-
John Mayer went to.
That's right, because
Yeah, but
I'm
I
basically
try not to hold
like
it against
a
you.
female John Mayer.
That's what I always
so that
say.
that was why I went there. But yeah, I
You have a
was
Paul
major-
Reed Smith signature guitar that looks like a Strat?
It.
Why, yes.
I
It's
may
in
buy.
that very
I may
room
buy
over
it.
there.
I almost sent. Actually,
may
it's
buy
gotten
it.
really good reviews.
Okay.
It's gotten really good reviews.
Oh, I know, and like, you know, I love his tone, but he should watch his
that's
tone.
allowed.
And it is on sale, and it's
know.
it's like $200 off, and
As
I may
as
just
a
put up some
mediocre
down
white
payments.
man, I appreciate you championing white mediocrity.
He's not mediocre at guitar or songwriting. He's a mediocre singer, but nah, his songwriting is stellar, dude. I know you may not like it, but you know
I
that's
like
fine.
that one song you played.
You've
Gonna
liked
Live Forever
several
in
of
Me?
his.
Sure.
You've liked several of his songs.
It's
that I've played.
possible. It's
You just
entirely
don't like
possible.
you just don't like the delivery device, like you know, from the actual source. You don't like that. You don't like it straight from the teat. You like it like pasteurized and, you know, you like your chemicals put
I mean,
in
it's plenty cheesy. I'll give you that.
Oh
but
yeah,
anyway,
for sure. What's
I was continuing the dairy.
what's wrong with
of it all.
Oh,
I know.
Do the
Ooh.
Paul McCartney.
You know, they're even better when you have to.
Silly little
no,
love songs.
the great. The great one of those. Do you know Ian Drury? Ian Drury and the Blockheads, like 70s punk, but not punk. Guy with like English musician. A lot of like music hall influences. He wrote "Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll." Only thing my body needs. Nobody? Okay.
I know the reference. I mean, I've never heard this song.
He wrote this great. They did a tribute album to him, and he's a really well thought of songwriter. Couldn't sing to save his life, but great songwriter, great lyricist. And he has this whole song about. It's called "Partial to Your Abracadabra," and it's basically a song about sex. But like, yeah, I don't like it when you. I like it when you do that until I don't, and a lot of really funny stuff. And I just heard Paul McCartney covering it on this thing, and Paul McCartney is a gifted musician, gifted melodist, whatever the term is for it, but he seems genuinely confused by English words because he's singing it as if he learned it phonetically. Like he's singing like this borderline BDSM song, hilarious borderline BDSM song, and just no idea what's going on. He's just Paul McCartneying all the way through it. It's just that it made me laugh. So anyway, what I wanted to know about your Berkeley time was it voice, composition, instrument? What did you go for?
So I did vocal performance and songwriting as a double major, and so that was like my in-person stint. That was what I was studying there. And then I left because that's just what I did. And I went to California to take a break from school and to like regroup myself. My brother lived out there. And then I actually ended up going to the Musicians Institute out there and getting a certificate in recording and like producing music, and made an EP and like learned
Is
all
that
the studio
MIT?
stuff.
Is that the other MIT? Not the math one. The other one, like
definitely
Musicians
not the math
Institute of
one. Yeah, it is MIT.
Musicians
out there.
Institute of
Yes.
Technology.
It's the MIT for people that aren't smart enough to go to the regular MIT, which is fine.
I don't know, man.
I
You know
had
what? Of those schools, of those like highly prestigious schools, I think MIT is the one that kind of earns its rep. But most of those fucking places are just.
I have a woman who
mills.
went to Johns Hopkins in the other room, and I think she might beg to differ with you there.
That's not. I'm talking about
Yeah.
like Ivy League.
Yeah.
like stuff
One of
that's
her-
mentioned in that
She's-
breath. Like
She's hilarious about it. She's like, one of the things I like about Hopkins is they keep offering them the Ivy League, and they're like, no, we're good. We're Hopkins. We're set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, dude.
Yeah.
Like, because, good call.
Yeah.
Whoever's
When
in charge of that.
when
I
I,
just dropped a battery.
Did you lick it first? When I met Joylene in the late 90s, when I joined her college band, it was me and her Hopkins, student friends. So conversation was good at practice. Yeah, there's a lot of girl references. She's my favorite person. It's a problem. I know. It's only been 26 years. I'm sorry. I keep cutting off your story. So then,
Just saying, it's offensive.
then you did Musicians Institute, where you
I
went
did.
for. Tell me
music
again. where you-
recording, and it was called I think it was called like the recording artist something.
So you-
I can't even remember. So I did
so you're
learning how to
you're-
record and produce and like do all.
So
the
you're a
studio
recordist?
stuff.
You know how to record?
I am a recordist. I do know how to record.
Fuck.
Rapist.
How does that work exactly?
It's complicated. there's a lot of buttons to push. There's a lot
Yeah.
of things to plug in. You have
I-
to like listen to stuff and like
I know.
edit it
Every-
over and over again.
every
It's
demo
really fucking,
Yeah.
hard to do.
Every demo I
Takes a lot of
have
time.
done is on an iPhone, balanced precariously on my actual gear, because I don't understand any of it. That's another thing. Like electricity. It's like, you do this electrician stuff? No. You could self-record? No.
Like, nope,
Just-
no, I couldn't.
No.
Sorry.
You are incorrect.
That's right.
I had that with sorry for the you're not going to believe this, but I have an aside to make about that. When
I don't
when all
believe it.
I know, when shutdown happened and they started doing the VOM, we've already lost Jules. Rob Hinkle, friend of the show, even though he hasn't been on the show, we consider him a friend of the show. How has he not been on the show? Because he wouldn't do it.
He refuses.
Yeah. Once he was done with VOM, I just don't think he can sit in a chair.
And he does
do
like the
those things.
layer thing, and like that's enough. And like he definitely gets enough of me every week, so it's just
Yeah.
it's completely understandable.
He might like to see me. Well, maybe if I got Joylene to come on.
No, I told him you were a part of it, and he doubled down.
Fair. Harsh
You
but
might like
fair.
to see me.
If
I
it
feel
was
like he
just
still
yeah,
hasn't
if it
gotten
was
sick of me
just
yet.
Rebecca and Joylene, that may work.
That'd be good. That'd
Yeah.
be good. She's
and then
great.
we could just like hang out,
Yeah.
talk in
That's
the
not a bad
private
idea.
chat or whatever.
Sure.
Just call each other on the phone.
Fun. Tangent. Sub-tangent. Rob.
Jesus fucking
Yeah,
Your
Christ.
tangents
I know.
have tangents.
I know. Rob and Joylene have known each other since college. So as long as
Oh,
I
that's
have
right. They
known
went to
her,
art
she's-
school together, right? Is
No,
that-
he went to art school, she went to Hopkins, and they had some kind of exchange thing with their coffee houses with musicians, and he almost played guitar in the band that I ended up joining of hers. So
okay.
that's how far back everything goes with that. But when the virtual open mic first started happening, Rob's like, I'll get on the line with you and talk you through it. An hour later, as we're doing things, and he finally has me set up, and I'm like, just out of curiosity, what was your PayPal? Oh no, I said, what is your what do you get paid, your hourly rate for consulting? And his response was, I wasn't going to ask. And I said, I know you weren't. And what's that rate? And he told me, and I PayPal'd him because I'm completely useless when it comes to technology. It's amazing that this is happening. Or is it all in my head? So anyway,
California.
Musicians
It's just a
Institute,
projection.
California.
California, so that's where I was, and I did that for like I think a year, or no, maybe it was like 8 months. It was a short shortish program, but I learned how to do it, and I made an EP, and then started performing out. I had a band out there with a drummer and a violinist and bass player, and that was
sounds
really
like
fun.
a band.
It was a band. It was a band indeed. We used to play. The violinist and I would go out and play on the streets a bunch and busk and have fun. And yeah, it was actually really cool. We were starting to play out more. It was a bit fraught at a time because the drummer and I had dated and broken up, and then
Oh,
the guitarist
no.
that came in and played with us were like, we were currently sort of in a relationship, but then he and I broke up, so I had
Can't
like a
date musicians.
series of like ex-boyfriends in the band with
Can't
me
date-
who
Amen.
also didn't like each other because they were having beef because they were both ex-boyfriends. It was just stupid. But I was having a great time because I was playing my music, and they were just the ones that were suffering, I suppose. And then I left California because I still was a mess and came back to this area.
And that area is, so you're in the DC
Virginia.
area? Okay.
Yeah, so
oh,
I'm
Virginia.
from
Okay.
Alexandria. Fun fact, when I was a kid, I used to be very clear that I was from Alexandria, Virginia, not Alexandria, Egypt, because I'm sure a lot of people would have made that mistake. Anyways, that probably tells you all you need to know about me. Really, that's my fucking deal, is I say shit like that from a young age. But yeah, so I came back to this area and stayed with my mom for a bit and got my life together, and then gave up music for a lot of years, like 13 years, because
wow.
I lost my voice. I had like a vocal injury, and also like I don't know, I just gave it up because I was doing other stuff. I was dancing and making a career and such. And then a couple years before COVID, I got tired of not doing music and started to write again. And then I finished my degree at Berkeley online and finished it last summer was actually when I officially graduated.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It felt really good to like actually finish it, and I ended up doing like more music production stuff and learning how to master and mix more, and also like doing more jazz piano and vocals and whatever I could get my hands on there.
Mastering
And
is especially dark magic, just as an aside.
it's very dark magic, and like
We had-
Only thing I'm outsourcing on the
Have
thing I'm
you-
recording.
Yeah.
Have you dealt with Charlie Pelzer out of Tacoma Park? I think that's where his...
Is that Air Show?
Yes. We
No,
had some-
but I know I've heard tell.
We had something. Well, no, we had a couple of things mastered with Charlie, and he's fantastic. But what he didn't make any sense. He's like, I'm going to do this and this and this, and Joylene is there, the smart one, going, oh yeah, and I'm like,
You're like, okay.
Yeah.
I wrote that song.
Exactly.
I'm fine with mixing because I know what it's where everything's supposed to be, but I don't know how to settle it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can get the levels all, but like getting all the tracks to be the same volume, and like to have a through line, and to make sure there's no like yeah.
That
It's a
math
lot.
don't math for me.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of work.
Yeah.
And like, even though I did it for my last, I guess, 2 projects ago, I mixed and mastered it all, and it came out fine, but like, it takes so much work that I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to outsource for my next project,
Yeah.
because it's like, I could do it, but I don't want to. And it's
I can-
like,
I
I'd
can-
rather have someone else's ears on it, because
Yeah.
it is like also just, if you're doing it from start to finish, you don't sometimes hear things the way someone else would. But it's hard to find someone who I trust. Like, I know sort of like the
Yeah.
sound that I want, and I had someone master something recently, and I didn't like what they did, and they're like arguably like very good and experienced, and I was just like, I don't like this. So it's hard to like figure out who exactly to like give that control over to, but I don't want to do it because it will
We
take
used
me
to mix
more
things
years than
together.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna
Yeah,
do it.
like I don't know the technical end of it, but I know where I want things to sound.
Exactly.
Although we recorded at when Air Show was, I don't know if Air Show is still a studio also, but it was.
I think they're just a mastery thing, and then there is Tonal Park is the studio.
Gotcha.
That's right.
Well, when
Yeah.
they were together, and this guy I knew named Frank Marchand was the recordist there, we made an EP there, and in the middle of it, we got it recorded, but our drummer quit, and he had all these ideas about it, and he's like, so what do we, he's like, so he quit? Yeah, he did this. He's like, I'm like, so what do I do with the drums? He was talking about all that stuff. Like, I don't know. He's like, so you just want me to make the drums sound good then? Like, yeah, just make the drums sound good. And he was very happy because the drummer was going on about all this other stupid shit. So if you ever listen, Jules, if you ever listen to our EP, Sundowning,
Never.
the drums are quieter and the other stuff is louder because fuck that guy. We are friend Lee at this point because apparently one of his children really liked our music, the band we were at that point, The Honest Mistakes, and he called me. He's like, I got to tell you this story. My daughter now loves this and knows all the words to your songs. I'm like, that's interesting. Of course, the back of my head, well, he probably shouldn't have fucked us over then, but that was a long time ago. So you can do recordist things. Do you have like recordist gear?
I do. I have some. I have a nice microphone, a couple nice microphones, and I have an interface, and so I do all my tracking for guitar and piano and vocals at home. Although I haven't set my vocal booth. I have a closet that I have decided is going to be my vocal booth, and so
Nice.
I'm going to finish setting it up. I put my mic in there today, and I'm going to get some acoustic panels for it.
Some foam.
Some foam, but
Yeah,
yeah.
foam.
Not
I
eggshells?
do all that stuff still, but then I have other people who I'll like use for.
Chris, don't you mean egg cartons? You said egg shells.
No, that's how you know they're good because they still have eggshells.
I
on them.
went to Georgetown, so
As
Did you
we
go to
only accept
Georgetown?
commentary
No,
from Ivy
fuck.
League.
No.
way too-
Noah's Ark.
He's way too good to have gone to Georgetown.
I think I don't think I'm a great person, but I think I'm too good a person to have gone to Georgetown
I mean,
or Harvard.
Mike Birbiglia seems like good people. He went to
Some
Georgetown. That makes it okay.
there's always an exception, but the people they churn out have made the country what it is today. Yeah, the people that Yale and Harvard and Georgetown churn out are most of the people in the House and the Senate today that are
And they're the best people.
They're the best.
right?
They're there for a reason.
they're based. That's what I was gonna say is that they're based and they're not woke and they're super cool.
Oh yeah, the best.
So you musicked.
But then
so
you
are
stopped and you gave everybody else a chance to catch up because you'd been doing it since you were fucking 3.
That's right. Yeah, I just really wanted to level the playing field. It was pure
Thank you.
charity.
I would
that
like to
caused me do
formally
that.
thank you
You're
for
welcome.
letting me specifically catch up because within that 13 years, that was the 13 years that I was doing
That's when you
things.
It
started
was
musicking.
for you specifically, even though we hadn't
Thank
met yet. I was like, "There's
you.
this person I'm going to meet someday, and I'm trying to help him out."
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It was all for you.
So do you have anything that you're planning on recording?
Yeah, well, I did just release something in at the end of August.
Yeah,
a
but what are you
little
planning on what's
7
next? What's
songs.
next? What's
But
next? What's next?
Number go
is
up,
the
number
thing-
go up.
Next is the thing I've been working on for over a year now at the pace of a snail that is
Are you
also
Jules?
impeded.
Shut your
Yes,
fucking
I
mouth.
am. I am in this way.
I'm a
So I
Scooty.
have
What?
all
Don't-
the instrument tracks recorded, but I have to do
Okay.
my vocals. And since I got sick and moved and life is crazy, I haven't had a chance. But I'm gonna get this shit done because I'm now sick of it, and I've started writing my next project.
That's the
And I have
perfect.
to-
That'll make you do it.
It's gonna make me do
Once
it because
once
I'm
you're
like, these
fucking
songs-
sick of it, then
I
it's just
used I used to write songs in the studio while we were recording.
Oh yeah.
Like I'd be off in the other room, like I don't want to do this anymore. Can we
it's
stop
so
now?
Frustrating. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's like all the parts are there. It's just like I gotta get it finished and.
would you be willing to play a song from that upcoming project?
What?
Sure.
Cool.
Is your piano available? Because you guitarred at us last time.
It's
Are you
11
piano
o'clock
available?
and
Oh.
neighbors.
But I did get my first noise complaint today because I was practicing.
Sorry.
So I can play the guitar
blame
lightly,
ourselves.
but yeah, I've never gotten a noise complaint before. So
Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations! Yeah.
Hence, I'm buying acoustic panels and stuff so I can actually still be a person. But I got too industrious. I was like practicing for shows I have, which like I don't.
Was this
often
piano
do
or
these
guitar
days.
that you were?
Both. I was really assaulting the ears today. I was writing a song. I was playing the piano. I was covering some songs. I was working with a looper pedal. Like I really pushed the
Oh
boundaries
damn.
today.
Oh man. Okay.
Actually, don't let me forget, Jules. I have a question for you about the loop thing tomorrow.
Okay, don't do it.
I'm right here and don't know anything about looping. Why don't you ask me?
That's right. You've never done anything before.
Wait, no,
I mean,
no.
You've already.
No. Listen.
Who is that? Who the fuck
Surely
is that?
Surely it's not Chris. He doesn't.
Who
know
is
anything about
that?
Technology.
I see his hands.
No hands!
They're not doing anything.
That is my that is some of the music for my prompt song
Nice.
for Monday.
What is
because
the prompt?
I can look it up.
I mean, I probably at this point, at the 11th hour, I'm probably not going to write a song about. I'll share another song that has nothing to do with it, but
Please do that.
Is your
Which I never
guitar
do.
right near you?
it's yonder. I can grab it.
Unexpected guest.
Unexpected guest. Okay.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that is a spooky.
That is a good
title.
one.
I didn't love that one.
I mean, I think the
I
last
liked
few have been quite good.
Unsettled Debts. I really liked.
The
I
last
like
like
Unsettled
5
Debts,
have been quite good.
Um,
Time to Kill is probably my favorite one.
Time to Kill is good. Unsettled Debts is a Unsettled
That's a good
Debts.
one.
That was earlier.
That was like 2 months ago.
Unsettled Debts was from it came up
That was
twice.
another one.
Unsettled Debts was a prompt back in February, and then it was used again in August. That's interesting.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I can't. That's just a white light.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
But yes, there's February 5th. Yep, prompt. I don't think I did it.
Both
And
of
then-
this year.
Yeah, that's weird,
That is very strange.
isn't it?
Yes, that's why I said it. You fucking.
Thank you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're welcome.
Fucking guy. Did you get any trick or treaters, Chris?
We had one fucking trick or treater. It was very depressing.
Goose egg over here, apparently.
Yeah.
I was at a show in the District of Columbia next to a place that I had done a show, or ran sound for a show last year, which is down the street from a place where I had like a sort of a residency with a friend of mine called
We
Zach
get
Parkman.
it. You music. We get it.
It was all in the Navy Yard. The last
We
time
have
I
a
was there,
guest.
the last time shut the fuck up.
Good
The last
thing
time I
gave
was
him
there,
so much time to catch up with me.
I know,
Otherwise, none
right?
of this would have happened.
the last time I was there before, and this ties into our theme of the show, as if
We have a
we
theme?
ever fucking have one. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut your mouth.
I'm not Scooty. Or
You're not?
am I?
I don't know. I've never seen you both in the same room.
I'm a Scooty.
When I was running sound for that show, that's
We
two.
get it. You could run sound. Jesus fuck.
It was a fucking
Ugh.
night. It was a fucking nightmare, and I was all puss faced about
and
it
it
the whole
wasn't
night.
your fault, I'm sure.
No, it was a shitty sound system, and like it doesn't matter. Anyway, Joe Brandon was across the street, and so traffic was fucked also, and so that didn't help.
Joe
That-
Brandon.
Joe Brandon, yeah. Whom I'm voting for. I'm writing in Joe Biden on Tuesday. Everybody,
Joe
write
Budden.
in.
You're
write
writing in Joe Budden.
I'm not writing in Joe Budden. While Joe Biden has been bad to and for women, Joe Budden actively beats them. So no. You brought it up.
As opposed to passively beat? I don't.
Well, there's pussy grabbing and then there's punching in the face. Like there's a difference.
Like he went full Ray Rice.
Yeah, or Chris Brown. Yeah.
I'm going to say no thank you to both of those experiences. Like,
Me too.
Neither the puss grab nor the punch in the face.
Wow,
No part of it.
Rebecca, way to be a woke radical. Ugh, God, hold on. Where's?
I mean, I guess
God.
it's allowed.
Ugh, can't say anything anymore.
Why can't you be cool, man? Be cool.
Ssnotwasscall does not endorse sexual assault of
Ssnotwasscall.
any nature.
Yeah.
Allegations unproven. All right, Rebecca, would you like to bless us? Would you like to bless us with a song, young lady?
I would like to
Oh,
bless you
please
with song.
bless us.
I shall bless you with song.
Bless,
Actually,
bless us all.
What
ironically,
voice is
when
it
you
you're
said
both
play
doing?
Something,
I
have no
don't
idea.
know. I don't know.
I was just copying Jules.
And I'm just doing a voice right here where I'm feeling really blessed. I'm just feeling particularly blessed right now, and so I feel like Miss Rebecca could bless us with a song. If you don't mind, Father God, good Lord.
God damn it, Raylan.
God damn it, Raylan.
I sure would like a Dr. Pebble.
This is the third goddamn business meeting you walk in on today, Raylan. Goddamn. All right, please play us a song.
so much.
We will not interrupt you for approximately 3 to 5 minutes, and then
I
strap
may
in.
run away to get another drink, but I definitely will not interrupt.
dare you?
Anyway,
How
please.
dare you indeed. You say you want to hear my musicking, and now you're going to
I'll listen on
drink?
YouTube.
Like,
I have a phone.
that's
We're
not
on
and you
YouTube.
know it.
Somebody will be listening on YouTube. I might
If you
even
have
comment.
a phone, you have a lawyer.
That's right. That's right.
Just so you know. All right, Rebecca.
So as you know,
Well, here is the song. I actually had to look up in my notebook what songs are on this album. That's how disconnected I am from what's on there. But this is one. It's called How It Feels. Can you hear it? I assume.
Yes.
What is it? They say it makes the world spin. It's the antidote to brokenness. Makes your life worth living. But does it? 'Cause in the end, it feels more like a tailspin. What makes it powerful enough to start a war? Endless fuel for poetry, the only thing worth fighting for? Or is it? 'Cause love has left me hoping there was more. And I can tell you what it looks like. I can tell you how it hurts. I can write the perfect metaphor and paint it with my words. I believe that it's real, but I still don't know. And maybe I'll never know exactly how it feels. How it feels. How is it that I try so hard but always miss the mark? Maybe my desperation ended up damaging my heart. I wish that lightning could strike just once so I'd catch fire. 'Cause I can tell you what it looks like. I can tell you how it hurts. I can write the perfect metaphor and paint it with my words. I believe that it's real, but I still don't know. And maybe I'll never know exactly how it feels. How it feels. Love, will it ever get close enough to touch? Love, is it me? Or is it just high expectations? Do I want too much? Wouldn't be the first time. 'Cause I can tell you what it looks like. I can tell you how it hurts. I can write the perfect metaphor and paint it with my words. I believe that it's real, but I still don't know. And maybe I'll never know exactly how it feels. How it feels. How it feels. Oh, oh,
I didn't even
Yay.
go get another drink.
oh. Thank you.
That was
That's
lovely.
my biggest compliment yet.
I feel as though I've heard that before
And
on
you
the
know,
phone.
as I was playing it, I was like, I think I may have played it last time we met because it's a quiet song.
Doesn't matter. It fits the
No.
criteria.
No, it's a
I have
song
another
of yours.
quiet song, should you desire it.
I do.
I'd
desire.
love to hear another song, actually.
Yeah.
Is it okay, Jules, if we just ask our guest to play another song, or did you want to play something?
Well, I'm just gonna have you play something.
No. I'd rather hear our guest.
Yeah, but you're still going to play something,
Probably.
right? So that's what I was gonna have happen. You mean immediately right now?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to just hear another song.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
that-
you know,
that's
I know
okay.
you got your noise complaints, so let's knock yours out.
Ooh,
and then if
yeah,
you,
that's
if,
actually a really good, yeah.
If you have another one that's also quiet that you want to play later, feel free.
I will
All right.
I will feel very free. All right. Well, this song is called Easier. Yeah, it looks like actually all the songs on the album other than this are like more robust. They would not fit within the constraints of 11:13 p.m. But this one will. This is my hate mail to Hope. Don't I look like someone who would write hate mail to Hope? It's just like all over my face. I know I can't expect much. I just hope for enough that you'd hold me above the threshold. But I know how this goes, so I'm closing my windows, battening down the hatches, bracing for oncoming crashes. Damn you for feeling so warm. You made me forget that it's calm in the eye of the storm. And damn, I'm so gullible, you fooled me twice. The blame's on me for wanting to believe, 'cause it's easier. I know it's foolish to trust. I just hoped for once the floor couldn't get any lower. And the light that you shone broke through my shadows, tricked me into imagining that my darkness was only in passing. Damn you for feeling so warm. You made me forget that it's calm in the eye of the storm. And damn, I'm so gullible, you fooled me twice. The blame's on me for pretending not to see, 'cause it's easier to keep spinning narratives till I believe they're true. Dig my heels into the edge of this slippery hill. They told me there's no cost to the optimist, but my broken heart disagrees. Got too close to the sun before realizing light was burning me. Damn you for feeling so warm. You made me forget that it's calm in the eye of the storm. And damn, I'm so gullible, you fooled me twice. The blame's on me for wanting to believe, pretending not to see, 'cause it's easier. It's easier. Oh, oh, oh.
Clappity clappity.
Thank you. I also can't expect my AirPods to stay in, apparently.
Oh, that was that sound.
Yeah, it was just like,
Oh,
I had a light fall on me during the last vom.
that was good. That was pretty good.
It was like da 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 da. Oh fuck! And then I just kept playing.
well.
Wait, was
there's
that the
so
one
much
I
to go
missed, or was that the one I was on?
I don't know.
Maybe it was 2 voms ago.
I don't know.
Are you gonna play something?
Am I? I will.
Okay.
Because,
Whew.
yeah, you seemed worried.
You sounded
was
good,
very
Rebecca. It sounds.
Yeah.
It sounds. I haven't. I seldom hear you play a quiet version. You're usually, singing
Are you
into a
l-
microphone in front of a crowd or something.
Are you Loudy
So-
McLoudy Pants normally?
She can. She has a theater voice. Yes, she can project. Yes.
I make myself known.
Yes. Yes. She is. She is. She is wee but mighty. As noted by her definition on her arms. Yeah. She ain't nothing to fuck with.
Rebecca ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah.
My niece and nephew have been calling me bad to the bone since they were young kids. And, like, I don't know why. My sister was like, I don't even know where they learned the phrase.
Are you
bad
just
to
like
the
a?
bone.
Are you like a walking movie trailer?
Well, then I asked them about it. I was like, guys, do you remember when you used to call me bad to the bone? And they're like, no, we don't remember that. I'm like, yes, you did. So now they like deny it vehemently, but they did. And
Well.
I take hold of that. I don't know. When I feel sad, I'm like, I'm bad to the bone, according
You
to
are
some
bad to the bone.
7 and 9-year-olds.
They would know.
That's pretty
They
good.
would know. They would know.
There are worse things.
Okay, stalkered fucking Channing. All right, stalkered fucking Channing. Raylan? Stalker Channing? Rizzo? In Greece? There are worse things I could do. The song that she sang in that film from the musical Grease.
At the age of 34.
It was, man, only recently did they start casting teens as teens.
Yeah, we've talked.
Yeah.
We've talked of the teening and the non.
But Jenna Ortega is going to play a teen for like 5 more
Ever.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though she's like 22 now and she
And-
should be on the other side of that. Oh,
and Mary Jane
Zendaya. Yeah.
keeps playing a teenager.
Yeah, all the Euphoria kids are like 28.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll be right back.
You gonna go do dog stuff? All right.
Gotta do
Chris,
dog stuff.
Angry
You
dog.
play a song. Rebecca, you go do dog
I'm
stuff.
leaving because Chris is playing.
No. That
made
was
the right
implied.
choice.
That was
Yeah.
implied.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That is
I
a
need
given.
it to be really clear, otherwise it might
Just
go
so everybody knows,
unnoticed.
I appreciate you making it clear. It's it's explicit as opposed to implicit.
Yeah, I
Aren't
like
words-
to keep it explicit.
Aren't words
All right, come on,
fun?
Sammy, let's go.
Word's fun.
Words fun. So because she did that, it reminded me of an introduction to a song that I used to play. What is it? It's a bouncy little song about the futility of effort. Nope. What is it? You can plan and run, make up a chart, give up the garbage, check on your heart, swear off most every sweet and fat, call on all avenues, abso-flat, measure of something, I suppose. Sometimes your spring just goes. Eventually, the tune grows. Sometimes your spring just goes. Make all the calls, do all the things, crunch all the numbers, answer the rings, consult with 3 doctors, consider 4, manage your anger, look for true north, measure of something, I suppose, sometimes your spring just goes, eventually would help to know you're not the only one. Buy 7 books, maybe read 2. Find some religion, ask what to do. Crush routine so complex and grand. Talk to your parents, talk to the hand. Measure of something, I suppose. Sometimes your spring just goes. Eventually, everything slows. Sometimes your spring just goes.
Yay. When did you write that?
Oh, Spring Awakening? That's far enough back that I played it for my dad before he died. And he died in 2018? So I can actually look it up if you're curious.
I am, because I don't know. Have I heard that before?
Yeah, but I haven't played it a lot in a while.
I do like it. I like a song about futility.
That is from 2017.
Okay.
So yeah.
Great year. We all have great memories of 2017.
Did something happen in 2017?
It was just the era of every year's a shit year, and then at the end of the year, everybody's like, "Oh, thank fuck the year's over. Next year's will be better." Like the calendar will, supplement the cascade of
exactly, like,
horse shit raining
next
down
year-
upon us. Next year, society will just be completely reconstructed because the calendar's different now.
Next year, I'll have a couple of stadies come to my door at 10 o'clock at night to tell me my dad's dead. So. That's
So
how
you
I-
had something to look forward to.
That's how I found out. Like, they showed up.
God.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I come from a long line of guilty consciences. So I was like, is this from something in like 1999 that I didn't pay? But no.
Wow.
So
No, worse.
So it was horrible and yet oddly relieving because it wasn't that.
It was a different. It was the pressure was supplanted. It was moved.
And then in 2019, Joylene had a major stroke while sitting next to
Yeah.
me in the car. And then
I think this is all a
2020,
part of the witch's curse.
down the witch's road.
Did you finish it?
I did.
Did you enjoy it?
It was good.
I liked it. I thought it's one of the better ones they've done.
I mean, fucking
Overall.
Patti LuPone, just like
The cast is a bunch
for
of
your
killers. The
for
cast
your
is just
Emmy
a bunch of killers.
consideration. Like,
Yeah.
but her specifically that
Her episode, it was great. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. And it was good. I
I
don't
know you didn't
why.
care for the witch stuff. I don't know
It
why.
didn't- It didn't super hook me in. I don't know why.
Yeah, but I was just.
But I could tell it was really good. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Like I can tell Prince is good. It's just not for me.
No, so not for me.
it's
And
just not for me.
George, who I love, who you met,
George Harrison? Yeah.
Ellsworth.
No.
Friend of the show.
Previous guest of the show,
Yeah.
and once in future guest of the show, George. Yeah.
was
Your other black friend.
actually I've known him much longer than I've known you. We've known each other since school.
It feels invasive to have Rebecca's chair there. So when
Yeah, it
she
seems
comes back,
weird.
we'll
I don't
throw her
want
back
to. I don't
up
want to do
there.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, that seems overstepping. Like this
Yeah,
is the
little
inside
bit.
of a woman's house, and she's not there. That's
Yeah,
not.
yeah. Oh, and now
let's not
she's
do that.
fucking
Is she back? Did she come back?
Yeah.
Hey, you came back. I'm done playing. You can come back now. You might want to unmute. If I could explain to you how to unmute your microphone, because
It's okay. I did it for her.
I mean, I need help with all sorts of things. I'm so glad you two able-bodied men are here.
Don't
to
ask
help
me. I'm just a girl. A girl I worked with used to like quote that from The Simpsons. It was their Barbie alike. Don't ask me. I'm just a girl.
What are our thoughts on the Barbie movie? Too woke, right?
I didn't like it. I thought it was, yeah.
It was way too woke.
Too many women in it for you.
No, I thought it was fine. I thought it was fun. It was exactly what it
Yeah,
said it
thought
would be.
It was exactly what they said it would be. But
It's
I
the
thought
Barbie
it was
movie.
good, and I saw it a year after it came out, so I can't possibly have
that
gotten it-
baggage.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can't possibly unknow everything I already knew about it. And the weird thing is the part that people loved so much were the speech about how difficult it is to be a woman. I had seen a comedian do a better version of that. Michelle, what the hell is her last name?
Wolf.
Yes. She did a better version of that a few years ago.
Yeah, look, man.
And-
most
yeah.
popular movies, especially like ones like that, like big 4-quadrant appeal to everybody movies, they're gonna be a more watered down version of a thing you've
Yeah.
seen
I
done
thought,
better.
I will admit to like tearing up a few times in it. Like I thought it was a very good movie.
It was nice.
I
Look,
just-
for a corporate Warner Brothers,
Point.
David Zaslav
Point.
fucking funded movie.
What was
where it's like-
Gerwig's thing? She's like, I can't believe they let us make this fucking
Right,
movie.
I'm saying like
Yeah.
you know, it's of course it's watered down and it's not leftist. It's not like anti-capitalist. You know what I mean? Like it's not like
It's
revolutionary.
not Wall-E.
No,
It's not Wall-E.
No,
which is
and
the
like Disney would not make Wall-E today. They would not.
point.
They wouldn't do it.
It's a huge lefty.
The shareholders would not put up with that shit. Yeah, I'm surprised they're still making Avatar movies, but those make like $2 billion.
They make all the money and then people forget they exist.
Right, so that helps. Yeah, it's great. It's the biggest movie ever. It's got like a pro climate, anti colonialist message, and like it has basically no cultural impact.
Is Doggy in trouble?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. I think Miss Nelson is missing. Does anybody know that book? Does anybody know that book?
I do.
Fuck! Oh man,
What were we talking
Wow,
about?
that's a really big.
it's a throwback. Yeah.
To what?
It's a
What was
children's book called Miss Nelson is Missing, and it's about like a nice teacher, Miss Nelson, but her kids are all acting up, and so she goes missing, and then this weird old crone of a woman comes in. And she's like all dressed in black and wrinkly with a scraggly hair, like the witch from the old Tex Avery cartoons that would like fly away with the hairpins behind her, like
Oh.
that.
Split a hair.
Yeah. And then
Witch Hazel.
And
That-
then
Witch
that.
Hazel,
Yep,
that's
that's it.
character's name.
And then it turns out that and then she comes back. The nice teacher comes back, Miss Nelson, and all the kids are like, "Oh boy, Miss Nelson, we love you. We'll be good now." I think that's it. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
that-
That's it.
That
We
is
may I may
also
still
similar
have
to
it
what I
somewhere in this house. We're about to
That's
go
right.
through a bunch of old books, and so like I will see if we still have Miss Nelson is Missing.
You
and
can read it to us the next time we're
be
here.
all
if
right.
you
I could
have
read it to Sammy, and that'll calm her down.
Your dog just
That's
passed
right.
through.
Oh,
Oh,
there
standing
she
there
is.
looking
She's
at
right
us.
there.
And there she is.
Yeah. Anyway, it turns out that Miss Nelson, it was a false flag. Miss Nelson was
She was the.
the evil teacher.
What?
I know, man. It's fucked up.
Spoilers.
It was written by M. Night Shyamalan. It was his first go.
What a twist.
And that was the high point of
That was the high point. It's all downhill
That
from
was
there.
it.
After that, it was Sixth Sense, and then Signs,
Yeah,
and
it
it's
just keeps.
like, yeah.
Signs, man. What a.
Yeah.
M. Night
Water.
Shyamalan.
Water. Most of our atmosphere is water, bud. But okay. All right, dude.
So are you going to play a song, Jules?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
All right. Fold up your chairs.
So
We'll
are you
never-
going to piano or guitar?
I think I'll just do a piano right now, and then if we do another thing, then I'll maybe do guitar. I have no idea what I'm gonna play. Maybe I will, since you were talking about how much you love Martin Short and the consistency of Only Murders in the Building. I think I'll play a song from that, written by Sarah Bareilles, whom I saw at the
I thought
Kennedy
you only
Center.
played original songs on Ssnotwasscall. You've told me that in the past. You only play original songs here.
No, then,
Yeah.
then I lied to you to your face.
Fuck. Another part of my childhood dies. What the fuck? Why is everybody laughing? I don't feel like you're laughing with me.
We are laughing with
You didn't
the
even know you were
direction
laughing.
of
We're mansplaining that to you. Laughing
Laughing
with you.
doesn't exist, and neither does gaslighting.
No, neither.
We'd have an ad hominem attack, but you're too fucking stupid to get it.
Ad hominem, straw man. So actually, my wife is a doctor, and she said that if you know if
This
if
is
it,
the longest you've gone without
if
referencing
it actually
him. I'm
if it
proud
actually
of you.
gets, if it actually gets that wet, then you know you should call a doctor. And so like there's actually something wrong with you. You need a mop and a bucket. No. My wife said
I can't
that
believe you're not playing the Crazy
buzzing
Ex-Girlfriend
from the bathroom
ding song.
Well,
Yeah. Oh.
I could have, but you spoiled it right now. So
Empty chairs and empty tables. That's the song that it's
no, that's the
referencing.
actual.
She knows
That's
it.
yeah, that's the actual Les Mis song.
I thought you didn't know it. You told me you didn't know that song.
I don't. I know that it's copying Les Mis. I don't know
That's the
what
song.
Les Mis song because I've never seen Les Mis because
Oh, it's fun. It's too long. It's too long, and the young people
but
are
Trump
boring. But all the
loves
stuff.
Andrew Lloyd Webber. and
he
so you should
loves
probably
the
follow
Phantom
his
of the
recommendation.
Opera.
No,
Yeah.
that's a terrible show.
He loves Hannibal Lecter.
Although
The late great
Late
Hannibal
great
Lecter.
Ahem.
He's a great guy.
Well, obviously, but point of order.
Insane asylums. Sorry, go ahead.
Les Mis isn't by Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh, it's not?
No.
No,
Oh, never mind.
no. It was like a.
Well,
I
it
don't
was a
know if
it
it
was a
first.
French book. Then it was
Yeah,
a
it was-
French.
Duh.
Then it
But,
was a-
like,
then it was a
hundreds
play.
of years later. It was
Then it was a musical. It was
Yes.
a book, then a play,
no,
then
but
a musical.
but Andrew Lloyd Webber is not involved in it.
No, but it's in the same vein of
It is from that
and
time,
that era of like epic, event musicals.
It is, but it's not by him.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
get that, dude.
Just
no
keep
one's
pointing out that
arguing.
I aired, okay?
Yeah, no one's
No,
one's.
no.
I'm your
Just-
guest.
I don't
Just, like,
think
point
I
of
don't think
fact.
anyone said that it was.
No, she did.
I did.
She did.
I don't think anyone did, Chris.
She did. Wait a
Oh,
minute.
thank you.
Wait a minute. What's happening here?
I don't think, and no one can see
Oh,
you.
I couldn't pull those fucking names.
or
Oh my
what
god.
you're doing.
Claude Michael Schoenberg. No idea. Alan Boubert. Like Jean-Marc Net. No idea. No. All I was going to say about the show is it's a fun show except when the young people are involved. No, not fun. It's
Okay,
it's a-
boomer.
It's way too old. I'm way too old.
Kids
yes,
these
old.
days.
It's way too long. It's like it's so long, unnecessarily so.
It is
But
long.
the old people stuff, the Jean Valjean stuff and all that, that is gripping. But the young people stuff is just boring as shit. Anyway, but I thought that as a teenager. So but Starlight Express is an Andrew Lloyd Webber show.
Roller skates.
I remember my dad telling me about seeing that in Vegas. He's like, it was great. They were skating around.
Oh,
What?
I've been trying to indoctrinate. I think I talked about this last week. I've been trying to indoctrinate Rebecca into my media consumption cycle. So
How's that going?
I have. Well, she's on the Comedy Bang Bang train,
Comedy Bang Bang, a comedy Bang Bang.
and
comedy
so
Bang.
sometimes
You mean
Paula-
Comedy Death Ray?
Shut up, Paula. It's good now. It's good now. Paul
Sure.
F. Tompkins. It is. It's quite good now. Paul F. Tompkins shows
know.
up on it as Andrew Lloyd Webber sometimes.
I
And he
remember that
does, like,
character.
an over the top.
Well, I say, Scottrick.
You can hear the cape.
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
You can hear the cape, yeah.
Yes.
And he like when they go on tour, he shows up in costume. Like he is a consummate fucking
He
professional.
fucking commits.
He's
I
one
see
of the
stuff on
hardest working
Instagram.
people in fucking show business.
Works so
I
hard
just- yeah,
and so
it's great.
funny, except when he does stand-up comedy.
I think his stand-up is good.
It's fine.
I think,
But
I
his
think it's,
improv
I
is
think it's
so
good.
funny.
I think his improv is among the best.
Stellar. His improv is stellar.
that
take
is-
it back.
that is
His-
in existence.
You're right. His stand-up
His
is,
stand-up's
is
good.
good. Yeah.
He's not John Mulaney. He's not Louis C.K. before we knew who Louis C.K. was. Shame about the other stuff.
Yeah. Well, you don't like his comedy, just his like personal.
Just his personal life.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
I like the way he used his power to influence his personal life, if you know what I mean.
You like the idea of him getting his dick out. I understand.
And jerking and cornering people and jerking off
Yeah.
in front of them. Yes,
Great idea.
I like the idea of that. We good? We got that all?
I'm sure
Did
it's
we get
fine.
it?
It's recorded. It's on
we
the
get it?
internet for
Oh, we
nobody
got
to
it.
watch.
Okay, there's the
yeah.
this is my
Hey,
camera.
That's your
Okay.
camera. Anything you want to say? Yeah. I really did like it better before we knew things about people.
Yeah, I think that's a part of why how I'm just like all in on the knowing what the fuck is going on with the political situation is because once that seal was kind of broken around the time that old Donnie, our big wet boy, got elected.
Big wet boy.
He's our big wet boy in his diaper. It was
He's
great
been
that
in my town multiple times, and it grosses me out so much.
it's great that the current president, who is Joe Biden, by the way, even though he might have died, but it's still him technically, and the previous president both probably wear diapers.
Yeah.
It's good. Anyway, one of the reasons that, like, the main reason that I want to be up on all this stuff is because of that horrible feeling of being surprised. I hate surprises, Chris. How do you feel about surprises? Do you like
you
them?
liked it when Watto had a hat.
Well, that's a good one.
See, I'm already experiencing cognitive decline, so at this point, it doesn't really matter.
No.
Huh?
Oh, well, maybe Sammy... I don't think Sammy knew. So I think I'll explain to Sammy. Chris, please don't undercut me. Maybe just, like, shut up and leave. Go away. All right. So I'm gonna just... you can come back, but you can't spoil it, because you know where I'm gonna go with this. You can't spoil it. Okay?
I don't know what we're talking about.
But you know what I'm gonna talk about.
No,
and you can't
seriously, who are you people?
Okay, look, I need to calm Sammy down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my friend Scooty. Shh, don't let him know that you like him. Hey, Scooty, could you wake up?
Scooty! Hey, Scooty!
Oh, is that the Chris
Scooty!
Oh, Chris
Hi,
Scooty! My best friend. Oh,
There he
Sammy.
is.
Scooty. Oh, I pooped
Hi,
up my
Scooty.
pants. I pooped on my pants a little bit right there.
Yeah,
It's
you
okay.
did.
Yeah, I pooped on my pants. It's okay.
I'm peeing right now. It's okay.
Thank you. Oh, that's a nice solidarity.
In your diaper.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I
No,
usually
I haven't
don't
gotten
go-
them yet. I
Oh,
really
that's
need
nice.
to. I've lost
Yeah.
more pants that way.
So here's the thing. My good friend and roommate, Watto, he's a good star. He's a big star of a hit movie, Phantom Menace, starring Jar Jar Binks and
some other
Boss
people?
Nass, and some
That's
other
all that
people.
it doesn't
but it's
matter.
really just the Watto and the Jar Jar and the Boss Nass. He says, "No, this me, I don't like that." He's a great. I like the Boss Nass. He's my favorite guy. Anyway, I'm out of breath. I've been scooting around all over. I know. Jules said, hey, Scooty, wake up. And so that's not canonically sound. But I was sleep scooting, I guess. So I just show up here. Anyway, my friend and roommate, Watto, star of the Phantom Menace. He's a good guy. And in the second movie, he was supposed to be the biggest star above the fold, above the title, the whole thing. And but instead, they paid him $20 million to be in the movie. you know.
yeah?
Yeah, well, he lost his slaves in the first one, so
Did that make you sad?
he making me sad. Yeah, I think there should be
So
reparations.
you don't believe in
I
freedom
think there
for
should be
people?
reparations for slave owners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, this really took a turn,
I think
Scooty. I didn't know.
The Thomas Jefferson estate should really get like some reparations. They had it rough because he raped his slave one time, and probably a bunch of other times. Anyway, speaking of slave owners, my boy Watto, in the second movie, he got a hat. Gotta go.
Watto's got a hat. Watto's got a hat. Watto's got a hat.
So there was a time when Jules and I were first really becoming friends, and we talked or texted, I would say,
Most
multiple
every
times
day.
a week. Yeah, most
Yeah.
every week. And there were a few times where I didn't answer his call specifically because I didn't have the time to laugh until I was sweating. and I have broken out slightly from that. Yeah, that was
That was a
quality.
workout for my shoulder.
That was a quality bit of
Just a
business.
whole
Holding
No,
Scooty
no.
there.
When you were doing Scooty
Doing Boss
Jar
Nass?
Jar, no Jar Jar. When you were
No,
you
that
like
was
Jar
that was
Jar.
that was Boss Nass.
Oh, then that was a terrible Boss Nass. I'm sorry.
But like, look, okay,
No,
but
you,
like, here's
you
here's
Jar
real
Jar
Boss Nass.
too. You fucking
But Scooty
Jar
doing
Jar.
it. So it sounds like Jar Jar, but it's Scooty's high pitched voice. I was fully in character. It's layers, man.
I am far too entertained by that.
I've seen the UCB show on Comedy Central, like 1 or 2 episodes of it, so I get improv. I get it, man.
That's right. You get it now.
I got it.
Have you ever watched Jonah and Kumail's show?
The Meltdown? No.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah,
that's
I
where
heard it
first,
was. And
that-
I liked both of them quite a
The
bit.
last episode had this girl named Rachel Bloom doing a song.
I don't know who that is.
About, well, she did a song.
Did she want to fuck Ray Bradbury?
That was not the song.
Oh,
she did a
because I
different song.
heard a rumor. that
Yeah.
she
Oh,
wants to
yeah, she
fuck
did a
Ray
whole song
Bradbury.
about it.
Yeah.
But this was a song specifically. It was in the style of like a '90s like DJ song where you're doing like a step dance, but it was about OCD. It was called the OC.
Oh my God!
OC
Yeah,
dance.
no, I've seen the video on her channel.
The
yeah, her,
version from Meltdown is my favorite one, and I'm like, oh, this Rachel Bloom person. I wonder who she is. Second season of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend was on. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, dumbass. There you go.
yeah,
yeah.
She's I found out about her. Yeah, when I think between the first 2 seasons, I think she showed up as a guest on a podcast somewhere, and
It is funny though because her as the character
Rebecca
on-
Bunch,
she did a really good job.
no relation
Of yes.
by first name.
Of
That's
not.
That's how names go, right?
Of
your
not.
your
Yes,
first
exactly.
names are the same.
Of
Yeah,
not
yeah.
sounding like Bloom because her as a person, she has the meter of a theater person. She talks like when you're in theater, you do this.
Anne Hathaway. Very Anne Hathaway.
Very Anne Hathaway. That's a.
She's
good
like a
call.
likable Anne Hathaway.
Why do people not like it?
I don't know. It's
That's some
she
kind of
wants.
weird-
It's because she wants you to like her. I think that's it. I think you can kind of smell that she wants you to like her. She's. If you know theater people, you know.
I do. So fuck
Yeah.
off. But
Have
no.
you? Maybe you've heard of it. Theater and people.
Theater will always.
This is
have
my
a-
song, by the way.
This is your song? Yeah. Does this count as your song?
This counts.
This counts as one of your songs for Monday.
Yeah, reclaiming my time for Monday.
For Monday.
Yeah.
That was a
Already
time,
went.
Jules. That was a time joke. Laugh anytime. No, we have to argue for 20 minutes first, and then
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Roland has to jump in and say, "Hey,
he does. He really does. Poor Roland.
Come on, kids."
On the river. Now, I've never understood the hatred of her. I've liked everything she's done that I've seen her in.
I think she's a great actor, and I think that she is, actress,
And she can sing like a motherfucker.
she's
I
got
saw
a
her
she's got a
something.
good enough voice, and I think that I'm sure that if I met her, I would find her infinitely charming.
I get it. You hate women. I understand.
But I just hate those dang women. How do they think with all that
Rebecca,
uterus?
does he tell you you're one of the good ones?
No.
Not yet. Not yet. I keep showing up, hoping
She has
that
to prove
someday-
it first.
Yeah,
Has
I
to
mean,
prove it every time.
She has made me
Every
nary
fucking
a
time.
sandwich.
I'm gonna just leave you to that one, man. Just leave you to burn on that one.
Okay.
The relegated sigh was very good. It was good. It's good. Did you also see 2 episodes of the UCB show?
Yes, and
I didn't even need to because I already knew.
Wow.
Remember, like I gave you 13-year head start. Like I knew before
Shit, that's
before
right.
anyone ever knew.
And that was before people knew that like Amy Poehler was going to be on
it
a
was
fake
like
documentary
literally
that
before
Chris would never
anyone knew
watch.
anything.
all up in your
I
face
knew.
and dissed you. I know.
God damn, what's with these homies dissing my girl? Why
Why do they all got a front?
Yeah, it's wild.
That's for all time.
Scooty?
Scooty was in Weezer,
Yeah.
and the whole Pinkerton is all about the heartbreak of Scooty leaving the band.
Oh man.
Scooty wrote all the best songs.
We
He
just
had to
learned so
he had to
much.
flee the country because of war crimes.
Well, he is friends with all those war criminals, like what's that
Allegedly
do?
proven war
we,
criminals.
I'm glad we didn't ask who Scooty's voting for, but I think we know. And he's not a citizen, so he can't really vote. But he's voted like 20 times this year.
Early and often, big Tammany Hall guy.
It's in Tammany Hall. He goes up to Albany and he fucking votes there. It's weird.
He's so committed.
I thought Tammany Hall was Chicago. No,
No, it's New York.
is it?
I think it's New York.
I thought it was Chicago.
I thought it was New York.
I don't know that it is, but I always thought it was.
Let's
Chicago
look it up.
too.
Oh,
Chicago?
fuck. I may be wrong. Hold on. How's it
That's
spelled?
okay. Tammany. I think like it sounds.
Tammany.
Hall. I'm not looking it
it's-
up.
Yeah.
It's 2 M's.
Tam-
Saint Tammany. Tammany Hall. New York?
Ah,
New York.
You're right.
Really?
Is it in Albany?
Huh.
No, it was in New York City. New York.
Oh, I always thought that was about the corruption in Chicago.
That may be
Fuck.
the Teapot Dome thing. That was another scandal. Our scandals used to be
I
so
just-
quaint.
Now you're just making up words.
No, the Teapot Dome scandal was a political corruption scandal in the United States involving the
All
administration
up
of
in your
President
teapot dome?
Warren G. Harding. And that was...
President Warren, also a rapper.
It was about Navy petroleum reserves in Wyoming. So, no, this had nothing to do with Chicago. California is mentioned. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I want this election to be over.
Shit,
Because
I really thought Tammany Hall was in Chicago.
no, New York, the capital of corruption. Like, they say Chicago because of like
That's
all
fair.
of that. Like they would beat
Chicago.
the fuck out of people and to like electioneer, but like they did that everywhere, like up through the 20s.
Just what
and-
New York needs, more stuff.
And then
Like, you
there
can't-
was the
you can't let
Democratic
anybody else
Convention.
have it.
The Democratic Convention in 1968.
And don't forget Stonewall.
There were police riots. No, that was in Chicago. That's I'm saying like what Chicago is known for, like their crooked election shit. It's
And bad
just
pizza.
like
Deep dish. Come on, what's with the deep dish?
have you started watching The Penguin yet? Or are you just gonna wait?
No, but I've heard very good things.
It's terrific. It's really good.
How are you, Rebecca? What is your fucking deal?
My fucking deal.
What is your
that-
fucking deal, girl?
We really need
Guess
bumpers.
what time I have to work today?
Do you have to work tomorrow?
No, literally, guess. I do. And guess what time?
5
a.m.
5 a.m. It's true.
Wow.
It's bad because usually I have 6 a.m. because they're in Morocco, but they changed because of daylight savings. So in
Are you willing
hours
to
and 10
divulge what
wait,
your
wait,
thing
wait,
is?
wait, wait, wait. But we do get an hour.
but it's going to be lost on me because I'm not going to get to sleep.
But what
Okay.
are you willing to divulge? If not what your job is, what the area your job is in that would have you up so early?
I teach fitness, but they live in Morocco, so it's like 6 hours. So I teach them private Pilates on Zoom.
Private Pilates.
And so it's a husband and a wife. Husband goes at 5 a.m., wife goes at 6 a.m. And then I have more people after that. But yeah, it's I followed them around the world. They were in Rwanda last for a couple years, and they were in Tunisia before. I met them here, but they keep bringing me around the world with them.
That's how it has to be. That's how it has to
It
be.
is,
Well, thank,
it is.
thank you for spending your time with us. We understand if you have to fuck off into the night.
I do
Well,
think
I
I must
do.
fuck off into the night because I'm getting tired.
Okay.
If I
Well-
didn't have to get up at 5 a.m., I would gladly
Totally
fuck off
understandable.
into
I'm
the night with
surprised
you,
you came
but-
on. I'm surprised you came on. Thank you.
Wait, do
Oh,
you
you're
have
welcome.
to I'm sorry, that's just lyrics to a song. Just and
Do you
now
have to? Do you have to?
You have to? Do you have to let it linger?
it's just
Do you have to pull my finger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Rest in peace.
do you have to? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
I believe she died in a bathtub, unfortunately.
So, do you have to
go.
wake up at 5, or is the appointment at
Or do you have
5?
to be ready?
It is at 5.
Fuck, so you have to
So
wake
do you
up
not
I
go to
mean-
sleep?
at least
What do you
30
do?
minutes earlier?
I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna take my sleeping pill and hope I wake up, anyways. Because if I don't take a sleeping pill, I can't sleep.
Ooh, what sleeping pill do you use?
So, Trazodone.
Where's it?
Trazodone.
I guess we could just do this.
Trazodone. I don't know that I'm familiar with Trazodone.
It's a
What
pretty run of the
What's
mill.
does it have a? Is that the brand name or is that the generic?
That's the brand name.
Trazodone.
Yeah, it's just like a
Curious.
very generic sleeping pill. It, like, doesn't. I take a tiny, tiny dose, but because I'm a tiny, tiny human, it works. Yeah, but I can't really sleep without it. So I'll try to take that
Trazodone.
and wake up in 4 hours and 45 minutes.
It's an antidepressant medication.
Oh, yeah, it's some doses. My dose is so small that
It's-
it's not useful for
It's
that.
weird how many different things medications are used for.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is a phenylbarazine compound of the serotonin antagonist and reuptake inhibitor class. So don't be sorry, because it's an SARI class. I take something else.
I also take something else. But Trazodone is what I take for sleep.
I mean, I'm taking this right now, but yeah.
Oh, I mean, yes, I also take that. But, yeah. You know, you gotta
Gotta
take what you need.
medicate like a motherfucker.
That's right,
You know,
that's right.
I got to the point where it didn't make sense to not have a you know, pill thing, you know, like for the many and varied medications, you know, and that night where you're putting all the pills into the different things, it's just it's so, I mean, I get so excited, you know, it makes you feel so good about being
to
alive.
organize it. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
There's nothing quite
Yeah.
like it. Especially when you
tried to-
forget, and then you'd have to do it at like 11:30. Like,
Yeah,
fuck. Yeah,
yeah.
it's good times.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
Oh, lorazepam is what I take.
Oh, fun.
Took me a
I
minute
have
for the
heard of
name.
that one. Is that, what is that, anti-anxiety? Or,
It gets used for that. That's the thing. They throw a bunch of different things at drugs. But yeah, lorazepam. It does get used for anti-anxiety, but it helps with the sleeping.
yep. Gotta sleep, man. I didn't sleep well for like 20 years. And then I had a year where I thought I was dying because I was having like constant panic attacks. And now that I sleep, it's amazing how
It's amazing what
like
sleep
it
does.
kind of, like, it's kind of good for you.
Yeah, it turns out it's good for you.
Yeah, like
Are you
sleeping-
feeling like shit? Has this ever happened to you? I'm so tired all the time, and I don't know what my
You want
body
to
feels
kill
like it's
anyone
fu-
near you?
Oh
Try
man, this
sleep.
guy next to me, I want to fucking murder them because they talked to me to ask me what time it was, and I can't breathe. Try sleeping.
Yeah, it's I
Sleeping.
can make that ad.
Are you,
Great.
Are you an insomnia person or just a poor quality of sleep person?
A little bit of both. Like I had very
Yeah.
bad insomnia for a few years where like I just couldn't ever sleep ever. And I was on sleep medication then, but they could
That's
never
terrible
figure
for your
out-
brain. Oh my God,
Yeah.
the
It would either like knock me out for like the whole next day or I couldn't
Yes.
sleep. It's terrible. And I almost fell off a balcony because I like was awake, but I wasn't awake in my body. And then I was like, I can't
Yeah.
do this. I'm gonna like kill myself, falling off a balcony. But yeah, now I'm just sort of like I don't know why I stopped not being able to sleep well, but like 2 years ago I started having like weird sleep stuff and just like scary things would happen when I would try to go to bed and I'd feel like I was having a heart attack or dying and
So full on anxiety.
yeah, full on anxiety. And like now, if I don't take it, I'll just be up being like, okay, like what to do next? Like
Well-
I didn't take it a few days ago and I was just like up till 4 a.m.
As a at times hilariously wildly depressed person, there are times when I can only
It's super
sleep.
fun.
I can only sleep. And then there are times when I don't sleep at all. I slept for an hour and then I was up until 4:30 and then had to get up at 6:30 with children. And then went back to sleep for a couple of hours and then got up and then did things for a little bit and then went back to sleep around 5 in the afternoon and then got up after an hour. And that's great for your brain.
It
that
really
actually-
feels awesome.
That actually happened to me earlier this week.
We're not the same person.
Yeah, I got like 2 hours of sleep and then had like a day where I was just out for 12 hours. Like I was just like out
Yep.
and about and just doing shit and just for 12 hours. And then I
Yeah.
got home and then I was like, I haven't eaten all day. So that was great.
Oh yeah.
I think that was Wednesday.
That's the one I can't do. I eat every 2 to 3 hours or I get colicky. Like I can't.
Yeah,
Can't not eat. I feel it in my feet. If
I
I like don't eat, I
oscillate.
get shaky.
I oscillate between like 1.5 like big ass meals or like 4 little tiny guys. 4 or 5 like little tiny guys. My sister is a big time snacker. By the way, guys, I don't have to drive across the fucking country because I negotiated a deal with my sister's lawyer. That's not actually what happened. We talked. But I like to think of it in bigger
You
terms
didn't
because
need full litigation.
You like to think
yeah,
of it as
because I'm hyperbolic and grandiose and I have delusions.
you're the epitome
Therein.
of hyperbole.
Oh, that
You're
was-
you win the hyperbole?
you put the wrong emphasis on the incorrect
Wrong
syllable.
syllable. I am a dad twice over, so I'm allowed to make those jokes.
Am I playing a fucking song?
I don't know what the fuck do you want to do. I
Rebecca,
figured
take your-
Rebecca
take
and
your-
I were gonna log off and just
Rebecca,
leave you
take
to
your
do
dang
whatever.
sleeping pill. I'm gonna play a song that is literally a lullaby.
Oh great. It will help me go to sleep.
And
Yeah.
you could say lullaby now.
I think they're the
You
words.
stole my joke.
Were
I don't know. I'm
legit
sorry for
gonna
both
say
of
that?
us.
No.
Look, Rebecca, next time you're on here, you have to tell the story about nuts. We can just
Okay.
end it right there, but
All
it's
right.
just.
Hey,
It's
nuts
coming.
to that.
It's
You have-
coming for you.
I will show you what next time I see you. I will show you what you are saved in my phone as, and you
Let
will
me
enjoy
show
it.
you how it's
Okay,
done.
I can't wait.
Will you show her how I am saved in your phone?
Yes, yes, I will.
So, but is it
The
Mr.
people-
Doctor or Professor?
It is
I can't
Mr.
remember.
I don't know if you've gotten your doctorate yet, but you are teaching in a college, right?
No.
Oh fuck! I thought you got tenure, dude. They fucking let you go. Oh
yes,
fuck.
and.
Okay, I guess that's an off-air talk. Thank you for your improv. Thank you for your improv. That's
Thank
a
you for
great
your
name for a
improv.
show. Wow.
Thank you for your service and your
I
improv.
would never watch that show.
No,
or listen to
that'd
it,
be the worst
but it's
fucking
a,
show.
But it's a great name for a show in theory. Thank you for your
You guys,
improv.
but it's specifically the energy of, how did somebody put it, of an HR person being really psyched to tell you about how you're going to get less benefits for more money. If you've ever worked
Because
a
some
corporate
people are
job.
just excited to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like that HR energy, if you've ever worked a corporate job, it is for real. And it's just awful.
It was look. I worked at a couple of like big national conglomerate chains, like retail. Like I worked at Safeway, and I worked at Hollister, and those are like big companies where like reps would come in and sit everybody down and talk about shit. And that is always the show Superstore really does a good job at portraying.
I loved
what
that
that's
show, and
like.
yet when they did that, I'm like,
Is it cause you remember?
because it's right.
Yeah, it's right. It's fucked up. Retail is a fucked up fucking, and I can't imagine what it's like now. I can't imagine what it's like to work in a
must
fucking
be so
grocery
much
store
worse
for
now.
minimum fucking wage, to have people piss in the aisle and yell
Yeah.
at you because something's out of stock.
Or
that
service
You
industry.
don't stock anything. Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
the worst
If
one,
you've ever,
I think.
if you've
Yeah.
ever, something everybody should do is work somewhere in a restaurant. As bad
For
as
a
it is.
month. For a fucking month.
I worked in restaurants because you learn how to tip properly,
Yeah.
and you learn that the bartender is not hitting on you.
Right.
You learn the important things.
Right.
You get all the
You
important
learn
stuff.
how to be a
had
person
that-
and like
yeah.
how like our society. It is a great microcosm of capitalism and how our society fucking functions.
At my local, at my bar, the bar that I went to in the before times and a little bit in the after times, I was friendly with the bartenders. I ended up becoming friends with one of them after he left there. But it's like, and I'm like, bartenders like me because I tip well, I'm good conversation, and I don't hit on them. And one of the bartenders went, "You hit the fucking trifecta!"
Yeah.
You know, like nobody ever
I-
said it out loud before.
I learned that the hard
Yeah.
way, but I fucking learned it
Yeah.
by working
well,
in a bar for fucking 5 years.
That'll do it.
So
Hey, you learn.
know,
You fucking.
you just learn, and like
Yeah.
you learn, and then you like basically like 5 minutes after someone walks in if they're gonna be a fucking problem.
Yep.
And
Oh
then
yeah,
it's
you learn
just
that
like-
real fast.
Yeah, you learn that. You stay woke. You keep your head on a fucking swivel.
Keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
So you can play
Okay,
a fucking
well,
song.
I'm gonna play a fucking song. It's not about fucking. It's about what happens after fucking if you're not lucky or if you're
Sadness?
explicitly trying.
Sadness, sadness and leakage. No, wait, no.
Leakage. Chris.
Hey,
Christopher.
we're after the watershed.
I guess
It's 12:03.
It's
It's
Sunday
the next
now.
day.
It's the Lord's
Sorry, Rebecca.
Day.
I don't know you
So
well enough to make
we can
leakage
talk
jokes around you.
leakage.
It's
No,
okay. You
she's-
can make leakage
hey,
jokes around me. It's fine.
she's cool, man.
I had a joke start to form in my head, and the woman I've been with for 26 years, I told her, I can't tell you this joke because the setup is so bad, we might not work out. And as somebody who knows me better than anybody, she went, okay, and went and did something else. Like, she fucking believed me. It wasn't like, I can take it. It's like, okay.
No,
You have, and Jules, you have talked to Joylene. You haven't met her in person, but you've met her
No.
on here. Yeah,
No.
she does exist.
I
She was- Yeah, she's here. She's here.
AI,
Hey, I don't know what to tell you. but she's here.
AI don't know what to tell you, but
Rowan's met her in person. He's been in our house, but he's not here. Because if enough bad shit happens, Ilyemi will actually drive 6 hours to your house to do a live from the lair. Uh-oh.
yep. You and Grover.
Dog problems?
All right. Well, Rebecca, you can leave mid-song and fold up your chair or go to.
He's
bed.
telling you to leave. He doesn't want you here.
I mean, I already knew that this whole time. I've just been
It's
like
fucked up, but it's to be
staying
expected.
anyways, just to say like, sorry, I'm here. But yeah,
Actually, I thought it
think
was to
am
spite
gonna-
him. I was
Well,
to
look,
spite him.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm here.
Do not be
Screw
sorry.
you.
Never be sorry. Fuck
Yeah.
that guy.
Good. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah,
Fuck
no.
that guy.
I will just end
Can't stop, should stop.
the stream
Like
when,
now?
when the song's over, or maybe before the song's over.
Mid song.
Who knows?
When she logs off. No one can say. Are you
Okay.
guitaring or pianoing?
I'm doing Panano. I mean, we already decided that.
Yeah, but that was like an hour and a half ago.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of things have happened since that.
Yeah, you had questions.
I did. You. Maybe I'll end
enjoy
the
me.
stream fucking now.
You enjoy me.
Is this doing a thing?
Yeah, it sounds like a piano. Maybe a little hot.
Yeah, hold on.
Fold up your chair.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Fine.
If you actually left, like that would be. I didn't fucking practice this shit, so. Good luck, everybody.
Yay!
Okay, good. Good night, everybody. Hush, little one, let me sing you to sleep. Moonlight has come, now drift off to a dream. Sail from the day to the wonders awaiting you out there in the deep. Off, little one, chase the wind on the waves. Adventure is calling, so go and be brave. But if you get lost as you're tossed in the dark of the sea, look for me. I will wait at the shore for you. I will weather each storm, standing by till safe you return from the night. My love is a lighthouse, so darling, my darling, look for the light. The light. I will wait at the shore for you. I will each storm, standing by till safe you return from the night. My love is a lighthouse, so darling, my darling, look for